Hello everyone, welcome to Affinity, the most talked about software in the design industry right now. So guys, I'm here to put you through on how to create a simple flyer with this software. It's a software that I've been playing in my mind, right? It's a software I'm very much interested in. So whenever there is a launch like this, all you need to do is to create the click on the plus icon, and after clicking on the plus icon, I already clicked on it, and that's why it's showing this document settings. Initially it doesn't show this way, so after clicking on the plus icon, all you need to do is to name your document. So let me just name this flyer. So I'm just gonna name it flyer, and I left mine on inches depending on the parameter you like make use of. I make use of inches usually. You could make use of pixels if you like, but I'll make use of inches for this tutorial, and my DPI will be 200. Because it's not something I would like to print, I'll leave it at 200. I wouldn't bother making it 300. And of course, I'll make use of the 4:5 ratio since it's a design to be posted on social media. So guys, after inputting all this, just make sure that it's on RGB, especially when you're not planning to print. And all you need to do is click on create document. All you need to do is create documents, and when you click on create documents, this is how it's gonna appear. This is how it's gonna look, right? This is how everything is gonna be looking. So so after creating the documents, this is how it appears. Make sure to move it to pixels because Affinity has it's like having three softwares in one, having something like Photoshop, having like CorelDRAW, and also having like layouts, which is like InDesign. They do the same thing. So make sure it's on pixels because it's pixels we're going to be making use of. So when you click on pixels, this is how it's just going to appear. These are where your tools are. So the next we'll be doing is that these are the resources we're making use of for this particular tutorial. So we'll be bringing in the resources gradually, but before then, I'd like to move my layer. You could customize your panels the best way it suits you. So this is where I'm going to be putting my layers panel, so that it will be easily accessed by me. So this is I'm going to be keeping it. So I also like to add the text characters. So to add the text characters, I'll just go to Windows and I'll select text and I'll select character. So when I select character, I also want to bring it to this place. So I'll keep it here so I can juggle between my layers and my characters. So this is okay for me. The next time I'll be doing is I'll be introducing the first background. Okay, before introducing the background, I'd like to draw a shape. I'll draw a shape around this to form the base, or to form like a plain background. So I'll select my move tool to drop it. So after doing that, I'll go to where my layers are, and I will okay, this is the layer. I want it to be white, so there is no point changing it. Make sure your foreground color is white also, whatever color you want the background to be. Yes, so I'll just lock this. Okay, I'll lock this so that it won't be movable. So I'll go to where my resources are, and I'll be introducing the first resource, which is this background. I'll be dragging it into Affinity, and I'll release. So when it comes up, I'll just scale this to make it bigger. Yeah. And so I'll change the blend mode. I'll select the background and change the blend mode to let's see. I'll make use of multiply, and I'm going to reduce the opacity right here under my layer panel. Your layer panel could be here, guys, so depending on how you customize it or how you want it to be. So I'm just going to leave my layer panel here. It's going to be leaving it like this. I don't want it to be totally plain or completely plain. So the next thing I'm going to be doing is I'll go back to where my resources are, and I'll be introducing my images first. I love introducing images, or I love bringing in the images first when I want to design, because it's like the main element. It's like, I don't know, should I call it the engine? Yes, should I call it the engine? Because how good your image is or how well placed it is also determines how much more every other element will be. So I'll just bring them. I'll make use of these two. I'll make use of these two images. So I'm gonna be adjusting them the best way I want to or the best way I can. Let me move the lady um before the man to see which is better. Okay, I think I'll prefer the lady then the man behind, and I'll just adjust this the way I want. Yeah, make sure it's on pixels, guys, as I said earlier. So guys, this is good for me. This is cool for me, at least for now, except if there's a need to change. So the next thing I'll do is I would okay, let me still take this. The next thing I'll do is I'll go back to where my resources are also, and I'll be introducing this element, this African background, this African background rather. So I'm just going to bring in it below all layers. Bringing it below all layers. Okay, not all layers, though, below behind the image. So that's on my layer panel. I'm just gonna tilt this. I want to tilt it. So I want it to cover half of this. I want to cover half of this. Yes. So this is okay for me. Let's still bring it down a little bit. Select the background. Okay, not the lady, the background. Now still bring it down a little bit. Yeah. So this is cool for me, but I'm gonna be reducing the opacity. I still want to reduce the opacity a little, just to something like 80. Yeah, somewhere like 80, let's say 85. So depending on how you want it or depending on what your taste is. So this is okay. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to introduce these drums also. I'll make use of drums for this design. So I'll just drag it into Affinity, and the layer is behind. So I'll just bring it front, or I'll just make it a top layer. Now I would want to either rotate this or flip this. So I'll just right click on this, right click on the image, and go to transform and go to flip horizontal. So it will flip the other way around, and I'll just place it here. Let me turn this. Okay, let me leave it like this. Let me bring it ahead of this. Then I think I'll still move this layer higher. That is the African background layer. I'll move it higher, and I'll bring the drums layer in between the man and also the African background, because I don't want his hand covered. So I'll just select this and I'll take it up. Okay, so I would like to blur this, I would like to give it that blurry effect. So to give this blurry effect, I'll just go to pixels. I'll go down to new life filter layer. I'm going to select blur. Now the kind of blur I want to give it is motion blur, the movement kind of blurry feel. So I'm just going to select motion, and I would keep adjusting till it's my taste or till it suits me. So I think 3 will be good for me. I don't want it to be too blurry. When it's too blurry, again, it doesn't really make sense. It's not realistic. So I'm just going to close this, and what I'll do is I would duplicate the drum also. Hold down Ctrl plus J to duplicate it also. You can see that's created another. Okay, I ended up duplicating the man. That's not what I need. I'll just delete this layer, and I'll select the drums layer, right? Sorry, I'll select the drum layer, and I'll just hold down Ctrl plus J to duplicate. So after duplicating it, I'll just bring this down here also, and I'll either rotate or flip. But let me just rotate this. Yeah, so I'll rotate this, and I'll place this here also. So guys, this is cool for me. So the next thing I'm going to do is I still want to duplicate it again. I'm still going to make another duplicate. I'm going to be needing 4 of these drums, so I'll make another duplicate. I'll just bring the duplicate here. I'll make this one bigger. I'm gonna turn this. I'm gonna rotate this and place it here. Move it upwards, and I'm gonna make a final duplicate. Control J. Sorry, I duplicated the background. Control J. I'm gonna make a final duplicate. Control J. I'm gonna be placing it at this end also. I'm going to reduce it. I'm going to rotate it, but I'm going to reduce this one. I want this to be very small, so I'm just going to place this here. So I can play around with, if you check these layers, you can further extend them. Now this is where the motion blur really is, the blur effect. If I want to take out this effect, I just need to turn off this layer. So I think that's what I'll be doing. I would like to turn off this layer for this, and selecting this one also. I could even delete, and selecting this other drum also. I like to turn off the blur layer. So selecting this. Let me see which is which. Okay, I think it's this. I would not like to create a blur effect for this, so I'll also turn off the blur here, or I'll turn it on. Okay, let me leave this one on, and let me see if I would like to turn off this also. Okay, I think they are good this way. I'll only turn off this one. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be going back to where my resources are. I'm going to be going back to where, so I altered this. So I'm going back to where my resources are, and I'll be introducing this, I don't know what to call it now. This, should I say a board, or should I say signage or something? So I'll be dragging it into Affinity. Just going to release this. Now reduce this. I'll drop this here. For the lady of the male and the lady, I'm going to bring them down a little bit so that I'll have more space to play around with. And so guys, depending on how much you want to, we just play around with this. If you are used to Photoshop, this shouldn't be an issue for you. This using Affinity shouldn't really be a problem. This layer is locked, so I'm just gonna bring this down a little too. So guys, now I would like to make an adjustment to this. In Photoshop, there's something known as camera raw filter, right? Camera raw filter, it is used to, first of all, before that, let me bring this. It is used to, let me bring this behind the image. So it is used to make your images pop, make them, add saturation, exposure, play around with the exposure, play around with the details and all. So that's what I'm going to be doing with this right now. I want to increase the contrast of this. So to do that here for Affinity, you just need to click develop while in pixels. Then when you click develop, it will show you something like this. Just close it, and when you close it, you see something like you see a layer, you see a panel. It's usually here, right? It's usually here, but I brought mine here. Together with where the my layers are. So guys, you can just, when you do that, you're just going to play around with what you have here, play around with the details. Now this is on basic. Now I can play around with the clarity. As you can see, it's becoming more clearer. I can also play around with the contrast a little. This is cool for me. And I like to play around with, okay, this is okay. I don't think I would like to touch the details. I'll just leave the details out of it. If I needed to adjust the details, I'll just come under details. That is to make it sharper and all. So when I'm done, I just need to click on develop. So here's what I have. All right, so I'll be introducing my text now. To introduce your text, you just need to click on T, this tool here, and you make use of this when you just want to type on it, and you make use of this when you want to create a text box and write in it. Do you understand? It's usually best fit for long writings, but that's not what I want to do now, so I'm just going to delete it. I just need the first tool, which is this, to work with. So I'll just click here and I'm going to type it. I'm going to write down to write, which is I'd like to write praise night, praise night, praise night, enter night. Sorry, you might not be able to see it clearly because this is black on black. So all I need to do is since this is selected, I'll go to my character panel. Okay, my character panel is turned off. So to turn it on, you just go to Windows, go to text, and select character panel. So my character panel is here. I can take it anywhere I want to take it. That's one good thing with Affinity. You could customize it just like Photoshop. So my character panel, I'm going to be changing. First of all, I'll be changing the the color of the text first of all, so I'll be able to see. So after changing it, I'm just gonna change the font also to a font I think fits. So I'll load my fonts. Let's see which will be best for this. So I'll just pick which will be best. Let's see which works well. Let me make use of a font called against. So I just typed it here to search for against. Sorry, not against history, against. I'm just gonna scale this praise night. So I'm gonna play around with the tracking. That is the space between both words. So I'm just gonna play around with this to see which suits it the most, and I think 30 is cool. So I'm gonna click here to align to the middle. Yes, you could just extend it to select whichever one you want. So align to the middle, and yes, my text remains white. So I would like to tilt it a little. I'm gonna make it bigger. So guys, the next thing I'm gonna do is for that create a good contrast between this and this. I'm gonna be in Photoshop we have something like blending options where you make adjustments, give it shadow, color valley, and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna select this particular layer, and I'm gonna click FX to create this effect. So this will pop up, and I'll be selecting outer shadow. I'll play around with the shadow. I'll select the outer shadow. So I'll just play around with this. I'll increase the contrast, the opacity rather, and I'll place it well. Yes, to create that distinction between the background and this. So intensity, increase the intensity a bit, increase the offset a bit. Yes, so guys, this is cool for me. This is good. I think there's a bit there's a difference. So I'm just going to close this, and I'm still not very comfortable with this font. So let's still see if it could be changed. So I'll just select it, and I'll go back to my character. You could change it here under the character, or you could go here, but this is best for me. So we're just trying something new. I'm just trying to create a new design with this. So this is cool for me. This is perfect for me. This is the way I want it. So the next thing I'll do is I'll just place this properly. Select my move tool. Just place this properly. Yep. So let's introduce. I didn't add the logo. So I'll just go back to where my resources are. This is the logo I'll make use of, and I'll just drag into Affinity. Now I'll drop here. I'll position to the middle. I'll scale down till it's smaller enough for me. Now position to the middle. Okay, so let's type the name of the church. Okay, so the name of the church will be let's say Apex Brooks. Still white because I didn't change it. So I'll just go to my character panel again. So Poppins medium. I'll change the color to black. I still like to make the I'm just gonna scale this. the textbooks, and I'll bring this closer. So I think this is cool for me. This is good. This will come down a little. This praise night should also come down a little bit, right? Then I think I would like to scale these people, reduce their image. Seems like it's occupying all the space that we have here. Now, guys, we are almost done, but I would like to still play around with these images. I would like to reduce their saturation. So I'll still go back to develop because I want to make the touches to the. So I'll just go back to develop and go back to basic, select basic, and I'll just reduce the saturation. Yes, I prefer this. Yep, and I'll click on develop. Now select the layer of the man also. Back to my layers and select his image. Click on develop. Click on develop and close this. When I click on develop, I will just select basic depending on where yours is, and I'll just play around with the saturation too. Okay, so I think this is okay for me. I'm okay with the saturation, and I'll just click on develop to close this. Right, guys, as you can see, we are almost getting done with this. So let me scale this a little, increase it. Praise night. Yeah. So guys, this is exactly what we have. If you are a pro and you want to make use of, you want to create these designs without guides, you can. Like for me, I'm making use of it without guides, but then you can add guides if you want. All you need to do is to go down to view and go down to guides. Yes, and create new guides. You could just click on percent to give you the figures in percent, then just click on here for the vertical. You create 2, and for the horizontal you create 2, and you could just make for the vertical 5%, make this one, that's the end of it, 95%, sorry, 95%. Make this 95%, depending on what that's the spacing you want it to have. And you just make this 5%, and you just click on close, and to create borders for you. So in case you're not used to designing without you are not used to designing perfectly without guides. So guys, let me take this up. Okay, let me leave it here. Let me just create it like this a little. So design is about adjustments, right, till it suits you the best way you want. Yes, so this is okay. So the next thing I'll just do is I'll be bringing or introducing a shape below, and I'll be putting that shape here. This is cool for me, so I'll just drop this here, and I'll be changing the corners from this to this, and I'll be reducing the percentage to 10. I don't want it to be very curved, or let's say 20. All right guys, so no, 20 is too much. Let me make it 15%. Okay, I think 15 is good. So the next thing I'm just going to do is after selecting this, let me bring this a little bit. Yeah, so after selecting this, let me still extend it. I'd like to give this a gradient. So, and to give it a gradient, I'm still selected on this. I'll just go to character, my character. I'll select color. Sorry, not character. This is not we are not dealing with text. We're not dealing with text yet here. So I'm just going to go to this point and pick my, instead of color, I'll pick gradient, and I'll select this. First of all, pick this, and I want to give it a deep color, a dark color. Okay, this is cool for me. Then I'll just take this also, select this, give it a lighter one. Just different shades, guys, but same thing for different shades. Yep. So this is okay for me. I'll just close all of these, and what I want to do here is to write or introduce the details of the meeting. So for here, I'll pick my text tool again. I'm just gonna write the date of the meeting, and the date of the meeting is 5th December. Sorry, 10th, Wednesday, first of all. Wednesday, enter. 10th December. Sorry. 10th December. December 2025. 2025. So I'm gonna select the whole of. I'll just go to my character panel and also adjust the tracking. This is 18. But I want it closer, so I'll keep adjusting till I. Sorry. First of all, you just have to make sure the layer is selected. Okay, this is selected. Then I'll go to character. Then select your move tool. Then you pick which one suits it or fits it here. So I'll begin with 12. I'll just scale this down. Yes, so this is cool for me. This is okay for me. Just to create contrast on what is more important or what is most important, I can just highlight this, select this, and I'll reduce the weight of this, leave it at light, also leave 2025 at light, or let's say regular. Let's not leave it at light, let's use regular. So I'm going to leave it at regular. So I'm just going to duplicate this whole thing. The contrast is not still much. Let me make 10th December bolder. Yes, semi bold. Okay, so I'll just pick this. I'll pick this, Ctrl+D to duplicate. I mean Ctrl+J rather. Sorry, this is not CorelDRAW. Okay. After duplicating, I want to write the time. So the time is 5 p.m. prompt. I also like to create contrast here. I'll make this 5 p.m. bigger. I mean bolder. Let's say semi bold is okay. So I'll make this bolder, semi bold, and I'll just increase this. I want it to be bigger. Yes. So I'll also duplicate this Wednesday 10th December. Hold down Ctrl+J to duplicate, and also bring it right here. I'll drag it here. So when I drag it here, I'll also edit it and I'll write the location: Apex Brooks Auditorium Apex Auditorium in Wuse, Abuja, Abuja. So guys, as you can see, we are almost done with this. Design. So the next thing I'll do is let's see. I would like to. Okay. Let me take this up a little. So I would like to add presents to this. So I'll just take my text tool also, and I write presents. So I'm gonna change the color from white to black, and I'm gonna increase the tracking. And I'll make it smaller. Yes, I'm gonna be placing that here. And I'll be rotating it a little towards the direction of the praise night also. Okay, so I didn't really like just that, so I'll put a shape around it. I don't think it's cool that way, so I'll put a shape around it. I'll just go to my shape tool and I'll draw out this rectangle. It's having the same color as this, and that's what I want. So I'm just going to bring it here. I'm just going to rotate it, increase it a little bit. Then I'll take it behind. I'll go to my layers and I'll bring it behind the presents. So I'm going to be changing the color of presents to white again. Changing it to white. Yes. So this is cool. This is cool for me. One more thing. I'll select this and I want to change the corner style. So I'm going to be using this style instead for the corners. So guys, I'm going to make it, let's see bigger a little. Let's see, make it a little bit bigger. I'll drop it here. I'm just going to bring this also and I'll drop here. So guys, this is cool for me. This is okay for me. So we're almost done with this. We're almost done with this design. So the next thing we'll just be doing now is to, I'm not still so comfortable with this font. I did not think about the fonts before the design. So we're just gonna be going back to our character and I'll be checking some fonts I didn't fit. Let's see. So let's make use of this ultramon instead. I'll reduce it and I'll put it inside here. Let me place it inside here. And I also like to bring this presence inside rather than leave it outside. Let me shift it inside. Okay, I'll bring this here and I'll bring this inside of it. So guys, this is how I want it to be. I think it's okay. It's okay by me. I'll still move some elements upward. Okay, select this, move it upward. Select this also, move it upward. Select this, take it up. I'll bring this down. I'll also bring this down a little. Also bring this down a little. Yes, and I would like to rotate this also. Not so comfortable with the way it is, so let me rotate it. I'll rotate it, let it point downwards also. Yes, so guys, this is okay for me. So the next thing I'm going to do is I want to create some cloudy effect around it. So I'll just bring this cloud, I'll drag this cloud into Affinity just to create a cloudy effect, and I'm going to reduce it. Make sure it's at the top. I'm just going to reduce it. I'm going to place it here. Just going to place it here. Make sure it's the first layer. Just going to place it here and hold down Ctrl+J also. Just going to, okay, let me place this one here. Just place it wherever you deem fit or wherever you would like it to be. I think I would like it to be here too. Alright guys, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is let me reduce the opacity. I feel like it's too visible. Okay, let's leave it, let it stay visible. If it doesn't make sense by now we're done, we'll not make use of the the clouds. Alright, the next thing I'll just do is now I'll make use of my light flare or my lens flare, whatever you call it. So I'll just drag this into Affinity and I'll drop it. Yes, so I'll drop it. This is like our magic. So I'll make sure it's at the top, it's the first layer. Then I'll just change the blend mode to screen. You could change it to screen or whichever one suits what you are designing, but I think screen is the best for me right now. So I'll change it to screen. I'm just gonna scale this, make it bigger. Then I'll hold down Ctrl+J to duplicate it. I'm gonna bring this right here. I'm gonna bring this right here. Now drop it here. Let me reduce and I'll click on close. So guys, I don't think this is well. Let me lock all our light layers because they usually interfere with making any changes. So I'll just lock them so that they'll still remain the way they are, and I'm just gonna do some shifting. Just gonna do some shifting, guys, to balance this all up. So guys, as you can see, this is how I came up with this very unique and interesting flyer design. And if you found this helpful, please do consider subscribing and make sure you turn on the notification bell so I'll be notified whenever I will make any new upload. And I will see you in the next one.